Today, we're talking about dynamic airflow and why it's important to understand how it works in order to tune correctly, so stick around. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the garage, and today we're talking about a very important topic. It is dynamic airflow, and a lot of people out there that are tuning don't understand this correctly. And if they did, they would understand why I am so down on MAF-only tunes. So, in order to really understand how our fuel systems work, we have to take into account kind of the X over Y equals Z formula, where X is air, Y is fuel, and Z is our AFR. We are tuning for X, our airflow. Z is more of a constant. Our fueling, we consider that a constant, and we adjust our airflow up and down in order to get the airflow AFR reading that we're looking for whenever we're tuning. So we're not actually tuning fuel whenever we tune, we're calibrating the airflow measurements. And because of that, it's critical that we get those dialed in as accurately as possible so we're achieving our goal AFRs. Let's jump over to the tune screen and take a look. I've got a log pulled up here, and you can see right away that we have volumetric efficiency airflow, VE speed density, mass airflow, our mass airflow sensor, and then dynamic airflow. Dynamic airflow is the final calculation of airflow that then is applied to determine how much fuel to add in and to reach our goals, our stoic goal or our power enrichment goal, things like that is all based out of dynamic airflow. But we cannot calibrate dynamic airflow directly because it is a mix of volumetric efficiency airflow and mass airflow. Whenever we tune for volumetric efficiency airflow, speed density, we go in and we fail the MAF. It is critical that whenever we fail the MAF, we see that DTC, we get that check engine light, because if you turn that check engine light off, the MAF can still be in there affecting your calculations. Or you unplug the MAF if you have one that does not have the IAT sensor as a part of it. We want that IAT sensor in there because there is air temp calculations going on in the background that need to be running for correctly calibrating the amount of air, our airflow calculations. But whenever we go over and tune the mass airflow system, we have no way of truly getting rid of that volumetric efficiency airflow. And because of that, it is skewing our values. If we take a look here, you can see right now that we are in normal mode. And if we play through here, look at this value. Our mass airflow is pretty solid at 60, 61, 62 pounds right now. But what is changing is our dynamic and volumetric efficiency airflow. Those are updating a lot quicker because we're kind of, as I said, the mass airflow is always more of a steady state sensor. And then volumetric efficiency or speed density is a fast acting airflow calculation. But throughout all of this, if we take times to stop this, we can see that these values, if it's tuned well, should line up and be very close to each other. If we were to go out and tune the mass airflow sensor and then not do the volumetric efficiency table, you're going to get some discrepancy. Just like right here where we're showing 76 pounds per hour being registered on the mass airflow sensor, we're only showing 69 on volumetric efficiency. And because of the dynamic blending between the modes, it is outputting 73. So it's falling down in the middle. Now there's different weights that are applied to the different air calculation modes throughout the load range, RPM range, and things like that. So whenever we're in normal, we're still utilizing mass airflow, but we may be taking into account a little bit more on the volumetric efficiency airflow, specifically in transient situations. It's going to put more weight over into the VE airflow tables, and that's why you'll see a lot of MAF-only vehicles don't run well in transient modes or in parking lot driving and things like that, because there's such a differential between the volumetric efficiency and the mass airflow. So it's critical that we get those dialed in. And whenever you get done dialing in your speed density, you then need to go back and check your math again, because you have now changed this math. And so it's not going to output the same dynamic airflow. We can go out and tune our mass airflow, get that thing spot on, but that is spot on based off of our current volumetric efficiency tune. Whenever we update the volumetric efficiency tune, it's going to change the dynamic airflow calculation. So we need to go back and forth a couple times to get the perfect airflow tune. Let's scroll through here real quick and find a high speed mode. Should be coming up on one right there. And same ordeal, volumetric efficiency, mass airflow. Basically, we're kind of riding on volumetric efficiency right now, even though we're in high speed, because we're kind of a transient state here. As it goes up, we're going to probably fall in between a little bit. But this just gives you an idea of why it is so critical to tune for volumetric efficiency, speed density, in the grand scheme of how all of this works together. So hopefully you find this information helpful, give you a little insight as to why we do both speed density and mass airflow tuning. Make sure and check out the playlist, check out the description down below for more tuning tips and tricks. And you can always go to tuning101.com, takes us right to the homepage on YouTube for the Goat Rope Garage. So I'm going to get back to it. You guys know the drill. Thanks for stopping by the garage. Remember, ABT, always be tuning.